Today I want to speak about the Amara La Negra effect. Who's getting played? Because we see whenever these folks, whenever they need a reaction, they come to play the African American community because it's the most vulnerable community. That's the community that don't know shit in real life. In real life, the African American community doesn't have a grasp on reality. And for the leaders who have a grasp, for the African American leaders who have a grasp on reality, they don't do enough to share it with the mass so that the mass can become as great as they are. Do you understand? So when you have foreigners or Americans alike, when we want a reaction, that reaction is peddled, that reaction is taken from the African American community because it's the most vulnerable community where you can propagate lies. They're already used to the process of propagating lies because that's the relationship they have with their Caucasian counterparts. That's the relationship they have with their massa. That's the relationship they have with their leaders. So now when other foreign groups, when other foreigners want to abuse USA media, when they want to create an effect, who do they come to? They peddle that effect from the African American community. You are the most vulnerable community because you don't have common sense. So anybody can say anything to you and you will take it. You understand, people? You understand what's happening with this Amara La Negra thing? The Amara La Negra effect can only work on African Americans and Caucasians because African Americans and Caucasians, they are the same. So for you to have the Amara La Negra effect, you need Caucasians, you need African Americans. Without those two institutions, without those two made up people, without those two program individuals, you cannot have what Amara La Negra is trying to do. She can't do it without your stupidity. She's counting on you to be a dumb Negro because what she's doing right now is she's peddling on your emotions. It's like from these emotions, like you can actually squeeze emotions out of the African American community. It's like it's so easily done. You know, like sometimes the reactions that you get from the African American community, that's the reaction they need to make a name for themselves. That's the reaction they need to propagate a brand. And they know they're gonna get it from you because you're the nigger with no sense. So anybody can come to you and tell you the sky is green and you will actually look up. You'll actually look up. Anybody can come to you and tell you the river is red, and you'll actually look down. You'll look across. You'll believe it. You'll be ready to believe it. So when you look at the Amara La Negra effect, who's getting played? It's the African American community that's getting played. Because whenever people, like look at it. Whenever these people have their products, whenever they want to market their products, good or bad, whenever they want to market their trash, their garbage, they bring it to the African American community because that's the vulnerable community that is always ready to take the trash. Ain't that a bitch? So Amara La Negra, until I can feel that flow, I'm gonna call it fraudulent. How about that? Because you could have come with the real. And had you come with the real, I would be right by your side. But you came with the nigger movement. You came with the nigger movement. You came to aggravate shit. You talking about colorism, bitch. Like I said, until I can touch that flow, I'm going to call it fraudulent. And now let's talk about what you came to do with the niggers. Let's talk about the nigger movement you came to get started, Amara La Negra. Amara La Negra, had you been woman enough to tell the truth, I would stand by you. I would stand by you as a Haitian sister. But Amara La Negra, you ain't nothing but a nigger. You ain't nothing but a nigger, bitch. You in the nigger movement, you a nigger. Tell the fucking truth, Amara La Negra. Tell the truth of why those Dominicans don't like you. Tell the fucking truth, Amara La Negra. Don't come to the USA to confuse these fucking descendants of slaves just because they're vulnerable. Don't come to the USA and confuse the African Americans just because they're vulnerable. Tell the fucking truth, Amara. Why do the Dominicans don't like you, Amara? Talk about colorism, bitch. Bitch. And because the bitch will not tell the truth, I'm going to have to tell it for her. And this is what happens when you deal with those niggas. When you deal with those niggas, they always leave things undone, and then you got to come behind them and do their work that they were supposed to do. Amara La Negra, the problem is that you are Haitian. Tell the fucking truth, Amara La Negra. The truth is that any person in the Dominican Republic that is my complexion or your complexion, those are the Haitians. Because the Dominican Republic is Haiti's territory. And all the black blood on that island belongs to my ancestors. And then you have the Europeans who came to breed with some of my ancestors that were compromised. And they started to create these biracial products of confusions and divisions. And so today, anybody in the Dominican Republic, all of you have my bloodline in you. And so for the Dominicans who have less of Haiti's bloodline in them, their skin is lighter. And for the Haitians who have more of my bloodline in them, their skin is darker. So for the Dominicans who look darker, it's not a matter of colorism, bitch. You considered Haitian in the Dominican Republic and they don't like your ass. Come and tell the fucking truth about how savage your fellow Dominicans are. About how wretched and trifling your fellow Dominicans are. But you came in here to confuse the niggas. You came in here to confuse the African Americans. And that's what I don't like about you bitches. Because whenever you want to pass the confusion, you go and prey on the African American community. A community that is already vulnerable. A community that is already dealing with so much. But you people don't give a fuck about them. You don't give a fuck what you're carrying. Just like them, you're another distorted Negro. They care about their bag, you care about your bag. You're going to sacrifice them for your bag, they're going to sacrifice you for their bag. What kind of life is that? What kind of interaction is that, Amara La Negra? Tell the fucking truth, bitch. And I would have stood by you. And because you don't know how to tell the truth, I need to feel that flow. And until I feel that shit, it's fraudulent, Amara. It's fucking fraudulent. Because the truth about it is, darling, mi amor, escúchame, mi amor. The truth about it is that the other Dominicans give you problems because you're Haitian. And that's the truth. If you would have just told the truth, I would have a little bit of respect for you. But you came to play on the African Americans' emotional strings. You came to play them. You came to play these African Americans like fiddle. How dare you? How dare you, little bitch? How dare you take somebody else's tragedy and play it for your own personal, to develop your own personal enrichment. And that's what you niggas do with each other. That's what you niggas do with each other. And you niggas play each other for fool. By the way, guys, I got this hair done yesterday. And I could not deal with it. That's why I'm taking it out. I could not deal with it. It's not even 24 hours later. I got to take this shit out. I can't take it. I can't handle it. And it's something that I have to get used to. Like the first time I got braids, I took it out the next day, just like I'm doing now. I'm not used to it. All that on my face, all that around me, I'm not used to it. So that's why I'm taking this out. I woke up like 5 o'clock in the morning and started taking the shit out. I can't handle it. So speaking of hair, Amara, until I can touch that fro, I'm gonna call it fraudulent, bitch. And because you're such a liar, and because you came to play on the emotional strings of African Americans who already have their own problems, who already have to deal with their own programmation. And here you are. You came all the way from Hispaniola, all the way from Dominican Republic. As a Haitian bitch, you could not represent, bitch. Bitch, tell the fucking truth. All of you Dominicans who are dark-skinned, all of you Dominicans who are light-skinned, all of you Dominicans who have a little bit of melanin, you got it from my ancestors, you Haitians. And that's why the Dominicans who are lighter skin, they can't stand you because you Haitian. But why couldn't you tell the niggas that? Why couldn't you go to VH1 and tell the niggas the truth? Because the niggas they are always available to be played. Whenever somebody needs to reach on the emotional strings of dummies, they go to the African American communities and they shock you and they talk about some bullshit. In the African American communities, they bite. Didn't they bite? They bite. Don't you got them involved in that like colorism shit? They bite. But you forgot to tell the fucking truth, Amara La Negra. The problem that you got with your Dominican community is that you Haitian. Is that all of you dark-skinned Dominicans, you are Haitians. And the other Dominicans can't stand your ass because of my blood in you. But you won't say the truth. You won't speak the truth. So what can I do for you? Let me feel that flow. Until then, it's fraudulent. I don't got shit to say to you. I don't want to listen to your music. First of all, I don't like you. I don't like you, bitch. I don't like you. I don't like your music. I don't like your flow. I don't like nothing about you. Because you're a fraudulent bitch. You came to represent as a Dominican. You're not a fucking Dominican bitch. You're a Haitian bitch who's caught up in the Dominican Republic and who's been abused because of your Haitian bloodline. And I'm not even sure that you've been abused. Because for all I know, what you're doing now is you're doing propagandas with the niggas. So I cannot even say you've been abused. I cannot even say that. Because what I do see is the propaganda that you came to the USA to do with the niggas. And you know that very well. Okay? And that's why you have that little Haitian friend, because you can cry to her. You two Haitians, you can cry together. You and that girl, what is her name? Steph? You and Steph, you can cry on her shoulders. Because I'm sure she accepts her Haitianness, but you haven't. You're a fraudulent bitch with a fraudulent flow, and you don't got my support, you don't got my love, you don't got nothing from me. Go on about your business, go on with your farce, go on with your theater. Go on and play with the niggas and continue to do it, because that's what your peoples do. Because my blood is in you, but I can't control what you do with that blood. And that blood is not in you because I wanted it. That blood is in you because it was hijacked. So there's nothing I can do. But you have a responsibility to that blood in you. Had you come and had you told the truth, I would have been with you. But you came on a lie. You came with the nigger movement. Because racism, colorism, all of these things in the nigger movement, they're just bullshit in the nigger movement. None of it is real, because if it's real, then you wouldn't be living next to these people. You wouldn't be begging their acceptance. So that's my point of view on you, Amara La Negra. I don't got no respect for you. I don't got no respect for you. Who the fuck is you but a misrepresenting Dominican? Who the fuck is you? Amara La Negra. When you decide to tell the truth, I might change my mind. I'm not in a hurry. I'm not in a rush. The truth about it is that Dominicans who can't stand you, they can't stand you because you're Haitian. They can't stand you because you're like all of you motherfucking Dominicans, you Haitians. And you play this little game with each other to see who has more Haitian blood and less Haitian blood. And the people who have less Haitian blood, you play with each other. That's what you do with each other. That's your game. That's the Dominican fail. Like when I was younger and I was doing my undergraduate studies, I used to have summer jobs. One of my summer jobs was cleaning offices. The office that I used to clean in the building, Shores, Fifth Avenue, Shores on 50th, Shores on 50th and on 50th and is it 5th? I don't remember. FAO Shores. That's the building I used to clean. And let me tell you, when the people who hired me, those were the Dominican. That's the Dominican posse. Like in New York, in Manhattan, in the Bronx, you got a deep Dominican posse. And they got power. They got drug money. They got cocaine money. They got all of that. So the Dominicans are doing really well, Amara La Negra. It's okay for you to be a Haitian now. And one thing about these Dominicans that I realized while I was working for them, I was working for their company, what I realized is that When they have children, they don't even allow the children to speak Spanish. Most of these Dominicans back in the days that I knew in Manhattan and the Bronx, they were not allowing their children to even speak Spanish because they wanted their children to integrate. They didn't want their children to have that accent. Because when their children went to ask you for a job, they wanted you to think this is a biracial girl. They want you to think this is a white girl or an Italian girl. They want to pass. That's the Dominican movement. The Dominican movement is the Dominican to pass. It's the Dominican movement to pass. And what does it mean for a Dominican to pass? When a Dominican can leave his Haitian ancestry, her Haitian ancestry in the dark, that means you arrived. That means you made it. Amara La Negra, fuck you, bitch. I don't got no emotions for you, bitch. You playing the game with the niggas. Play the fucking games with the niggas. Leave me out of it. You could have come with the truth, bitch. You could have come with the fucking truth and we would respect you for the truth. But you came with more lies, piled on top of more lies. Why? Because you want to pull on these niggas' emotional strings. You know the African Americans, that's a fucked up group of people emotionally. You know they like distractions. You know they're going to react to your bullshit. So here you came with the bullshit and you gave it to them and they ate it. So good for you. Bravo, Simo. Bravo to you. Bravo to them. You guys are bonding now. The African American is never going to accept the Haitian. The only way for the African American as a nigga to accept the Haitian is when she comes in the form of a Dominican or she comes in the form of New Orleans. You go to New Orleans, you eat the food, you enjoy the people, but you won't respect no Haitians. So Amara La Negra, you came with more confusion. You came with the bullshit. You came with the nigga wah wah. That's what you came with, the nigga wah 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 wah. That's what you came with. You didn't come with nothing new. You're just another nigga to me. You're not even acknowledging your ancestry. And that's what I'm saying. Like if you came on the TV and you're like, okay, these Dominicans don't like me because I'm a better reflection of my Haitian roots, then I would respect you, bitch. But you acting like those Dominicans don't like you because you dark skin. Dark skin, all of you Dominicans are Haitians. It's just some of you are lighter, some of you are darker. And the ones who are lighter, you have a problem with the Haitians, with the other Haitians. Why you had to come on TV and fucking lie? Dominicans, shit, half of y'all ain't shit. Half of your minds is fucked up. When you meet a good Dominican, you better go play the fucking lottery. Me, I'm a lucky person. Oh yeah, I've met some really good Dominicans because I'm a lucky person. I'm not like you. Shit. So Amara La Negra, I don't got no love for you, baby. I don't got no pity for you. I don't got no emotions for you to pull at my string. I'm not an African American. So go play that shit with your nigga friends. Because you both passing. Go play that shit with your Negro friends. And leave me the fuck out of it. And if I ever hear you backpedal to claim your Haitian heritage, that's when I'm going to have to have a personal conversation with you, bitch. And like I said, I'm not going to keep this long. Until I touch that floor, bitch, it's just as fraudulent as you. It's just as fraudulent as you. You and your fraudulent flow. Fuck out of here. Bounce. Go cater to some African American. Go cater to some Caucasian. This is the real shit right here. Get the fuck off my channel. Bounce, bitch. Bounce. I don't got no fucking sorry for you. I don't got no respect for you. Because you came on this TV, you came on this VH1 love and hip hop bullshit with a lie, bitch. It's not about no colorism, bitch. Tell the fucking truth. These Dominicans hate you because you Haitian. And because the Caucasian blood that's in them is as stupid as they are. They're not gonna like you, but you don't want to tell the truth. So, that's how I feel about you as a Haitian. I don't got no cards to give you passes. It's the niggas who give passes. It's the niggas who do that. And I had already revoked the niggas' black cards. These African Americans, they're no longer black. So they don't got nothing to give to you. You need to come back into the truth and reintroduce yourself, bitch. We will allow you to reintroduce yourself, bitch. Reintroduce yourself.